morning, students. We are studying Science 1 and we will continue the chapter number 10, Space Mission. In the last video, we have learnt about the two types of main mission and need for the space mission. We have learnt about artificial satellites, classification of artificial satellites and the orbits of the satellites. Our next topic is the satellite launch vehicles. Satellite launch vehicles are used to place the satellite in their specific orbits. The function of the satellite launch vehicle based on Newton's third law of motion. This is a very important point. The launch vehicle uses specific type of fuel. The gas produced due to combustion of the fuel expands due to its high temperature and is expelled forcefully through the nozzles at rear side of the launch vehicle. As a reaction of this, a thrust acts on the vehicle which drives the vehicle high into the space. The structure of the launch vehicle is decided by the weight of the satellite and the type of the satellite orbit. The fuel of the vehicle depends on these factors. The fuel forms a major portion of the total weight of the launch vehicle. Thus, the vehicle has to carry a large weight of the fuel with it. To overcome this problem, launch vehicles with more than one stage are used. Due to this, the weight of the vehicle can be reduced step by step after its launching. For example, consider a launch vehicle having two stages. For launching the vehicle, the fuel and engine in the first stage are used. This imparts a specific velocity to the vehicle and takes it to a certain height. Once the fuel in this first stage is exhausted, the empty fuel tank and the engine are detached from the main body of the vehicle and falls either into a sea or on an unpopulated land. As the fuel in the first stage is exhausted, the fuel in the second stage is ignited. However, the vehicle now contains only one, that is second stage. The weight now being reduced, the vehicle can move with higher speed. Almost all vehicles are made of either two or more stages. An example, the structure of Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle PSLV developed by ISRO is shown in this figure. You can see the different stages. First stage using solid fuel, second stage using liquid fuel, third stage using solid fuel, fourth stage using liquid fuel, and last is this, the place of satellite. The launch vehicles are costly because they can be used only once. USA has therefore developed space shuttle which returns to the earth except for the fuel tank and can be reused in multiple launches. Here you can see the picture of the space shuttle. Next topic is the space mission away from the earth. As we have seen above, artificial satellites are being used for making our life more and more enriched. However, in the previous standard, we have learned about how the telescope abroad artificial satellites are used to gather information about various objects in the universe. Similarly, some space missions are used to gain further knowledge about the universe. These missions, spacecraft are sent to the nearby object in the solar system to observe them more closely. New information has been obtained from such mission and it is helping us to understand the creation and evolution of our solar system. For such missions, the spacecraft must escape the Earth's gravitational force to travel into the outer space. To achieve this, the initial velocity of the moving object must be greater than the escape velocity of the earth. This is very important point, and this we have learned in the chapter of gravitation as well. Escape velocity on a planet can be obtained using the following formula. V escape is equals to root of 2 gm by r. You will substitute the value of g, that is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11, mass, that is 6 into 10 to the power 24, and radius, that is 64, and here you can see 5 times 0, and the value comes up to 11.18 into 10 to the power 3 meter per second. So this is the escape velocity. Thus, if a spacecraft is to escape the Earth's gravitational force to travel to the outer space, it must have minimum velocity of 11.2 km per second to escape from the Earth's gravitational force. Next topic is the moon mission. Since the moon is the closest astronomical object to us, the first space mission to object in the solar system were the mission to the moon. Such missions have so far been executed by USA, Soviet Union, European countries, China, Japan and India. The spacecraft in the lunar series sent by Soviet Union reached near the moon. Luna 2 launched in 1959 was the first such craft. You can see here the picture of moon and this spacecraft. After that, till 1975, 15 spacecraft made chemical analysis of the moon and also measure its gravity, density and radiation. Last 4 craft even landed on the moon and brought the samples of stone from the moon for analysis in the laboratories. All these missions were unmanned, which means that no man had stepped into the moon. America also executed moon mission from 1962 to 1972. The specialty of this mission was that some of these were manned mission, in which man has been travel into the moon. In July 1969, Neil Armstrong became the first person to step on the moon. In 2008, Indian Space Research Organization ISRO successfully launched Chandrayaan-1 and placed it into an orbit around the moon. It sent useful information to Earth for about a year. The most important discovery made during the mission was the presence of water on the moon surface. India was the first country to discover this. You can see here the picture of Chandrayaan-1, India's first mission to moon. Next topic is the Mars mission. Next to the moon, the astronomical object near to the earth is the Mars. Many nations send spacecraft to the Mars. Mars mission is difficult and almost half of the mission were unsuccessful. However, ISRO performance in this mission is remarkable and we must be proud of it. The spacecraft Mangalyaan, made by ISRO using minimum expensive, was launched in November 2013 and was passed into orbit around the Mars in September 2014. It obtained very useful information about the surface of the Mars and the atmosphere around it. You can see here the picture of the Mangalyaan. Here you can see this is the Mars, and here this the satellite which is being sent by the ISRO, that was the Mangalyaan. Here you can see the orbits, how it has been launched and how the satellite is being reached from the earth to the Mars. Next topic is the mission to the other planets. Many missions have been executed to study other planets also. In some of these missions, the spacecraft orbited the planet, some landed on the planets, and some just passed near the planet and observed them. Additionally, spacecraft have been sent to observe asteroids and comets. You can see here in this picture the asteroid and the Halley's comet. They have successfully collected some dust and stone from the asteroids and brought them back on the Earth. We are getting very useful information from all this mission, clarifying our concept about the origin and evolution of the solar system. You can see here the picture of the asteroid. Here you can see the asteroid, the comets, the pictures, and the mission where the satellite which being sent to the other planets, moon, as well as to the asteroids and the comets. The next topic is the India and space technology. India also has made remarkable progresses in science and technology of launch vehicles. Various types of launch vehicles have been developed to put satellites having weight up to 2,500 km into all types of orbits. PSLV and GSLV are two important launchers. The scientific and technology feats achieved by India in this field have a significant contribution to the national and social development. Here the picture is being shown of PSLV and GSLV. INSAT and GSAT satellite series is actively working in the field of telecommunication, television broadcasting and meteorological services. Availability of television, telephone and internet services all over the nation has been possible due to these satellites only. You can see the picture of INSAT 3D and GSAT 16. EDUSAT satellite in this series is used especially in the field of education. IRS satellite series is working for monitoring and management of natural resources and disaster management. To exactly locate position of any place on the Earth's surface in terms of its precise latitude and longitude, IRNSS satellite series have been established. Here you can see the Satellite Launch Center, and this is the Space Research Organizations. Here the picture is being shown of Vikram Sarabhai, is considered as the father of Indian space program. His efforts led to foundation of Physical Research Laboratory PRL at Ahmedabad. In 1962, Indian government constituted Indian National Committee for Space Research under his chairmanship, and first satellite launch center was established at Tumba in 1963. This launching of India's first satellite Aryabhatta into the space was the result of his efforts. He played an important role in the establishment of Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO. Next topic is the space debris and its management. Debris means waste in the space. In addition to the artificial satellite, some of the other objects are also revolving around the Earth. It includes non-functional satellites, part of the launcher detached during the launching, and debris generated due to collision of satellites with other satellites or any other object in the space. According to one estimation made in 2016, there are about 2 crore pieces of length more than 1 centimeter revolving around the Earth. All this is nothing but the debris in space. These debris can be harmful to the artificial satellite. It can collide with these satellites or spacecraft and damage them. This debris is increasing day by day. Soon it will be difficult to launch new spacecrafts. It is therefore very essential to manage the debris. Some studies and experiments are being done with this in view. Hope that soon we will have a solution for this problem and the future satellites and spacecraft will not be in danger anymore. Thank you. We have completed with this chapter as well as we have completed the portion, and I wish you good luck for your exams.